I came across a chart today of the top paying software sales companies. I thought many of you would find this interesting, so let's take a look at it now. We're gonna pull this up on the screen. We're looking at the top 10 highest paying software sales companies. In this video, we're gonna break down the career path in software sales going from SDR, BDR to account executive, all the way up to enterprise software sales. I'll share my exact earnings, but looking at the top 10 companies right here, we have App Dynamics. I've never heard of them, and it looks like the on-target earning is $267,000. And I'm seeing this ceiling column right here that's blowing my mind. $860,000 ceiling. Not bad. 10, 15 years out of college, I could get used to a salary like that. Rounding out the top 5, we have Talend. Never heard of them. I've heard of MuleSoft at number 3. We have Anaplan, and then number 5, UiPath. I think UiPath recently went public. We're seeing pretty consistent in the OTEs in the high 275K and above range, ceiling capping out right around 750, 800,000. We're seeing Dynatrace at 6, SailPoint, 8, Okta. I have heard of them. That's a great company. Palo Alto Networks and Datadog rounding out the top 10. What are the takeaways from this list? Software sales is really high paying. If you perform, you can continuously make more money. You're not set on a specific base salary. You're not in finance where you're reliant solely on an end of year bonus. The beautiful thing about software sales is that it's on target earnings, a mix of base pay, which is fixed, and variable pay, which is commission. And if you really drastically outperform your number, you can make right under $500,000, right around that $500,000 to $800,000. That's a ton of money. If you're new to the channel, subscribe now. If you've seen one of my videos before, make sure to destroy the like button. I'm gonna start saying hammer the like button as well. So let's go ahead and hammer the like button. Now, this channel is on the cusp of monetization. We are approximately 1 watch hour away from this channel being monetized. So I'm quite excited to wake up tomorrow, to pull up the computer, to check all of the comments that you guys dropped me from this video here today, and seeing that email from YouTube saying, Trent, your channel's been monetized. I'm trying to make a ton of money in my career, and I make videos each and every day talking about my career in software sales. I started as a sales development representative right out of college. I was making $50,000 a year. That was my on-target earning. I promoted to the next level sales development representative. My on-target earning was 65K. I promoted to the next level of software sales development representative, and my on-target earning was about 80K. Since then, it's been about 3 years now. I always say 2.5. It's been 3 years since I've gotten out of college. I promoted from sales development representative to an account executive in software sales. My on-target earnings at age 25 is about $130,000, $140,000 annually. And just to clarify, OTE, on-target earnings, this is very common no matter what software sales company you work for. On-target earnings, base pay, which is fixed, think of that as your salary, and then variable pay, which is commission. You will be on a quarterly commission structure. The higher you get in software sales, you will be on an annual number. In my company, we have 5 to 6 levels of account executive. Once I go up to the next level, it's around 150 something on target earning. The next level is 180 something. And then that next level is over 200 something, I think 225,000 on target earning. I think I can get there within the next 3 to 5 years. So just note that here's a key takeaway. Getting into software sales early, if you really master everything we talk about on this channel, cold calling, top of the funnel activity, prospecting, time management, collaboration with others, effectively communicating value, the better you do all of that foundational work, the faster it will propel you in your software sales career. And at times I felt super impatient as an SDR. I felt like, hey, I'm never gonna promote. My account executives are never gonna accept my meetings. They're never gonna close deals. It's unfair, blah, blah, blah. I'm just gonna switch companies because it's so easy. And you see people that have 4 to 5 different account executive roles less than 10 years into their career. And that to me is a badge of someone that isn't committed, doesn't really care, and isn't all in. It's common that you could find yourself in a company that you don't love, but if you were fortunate enough like myself to land at a company that's great, my company Qualtrics, we're not in the top 10, but there are multiple people making over $1 million a year, which I see that and I'm thinking, why can't I do that? Why can't you do that? We all can do that. We all have the potential. Find yourself a great company. If there's nothing else you take away from this video, software sales pays a lot. Find yourself a great company and stick it out through the ups and the downs of the company. You'll have great years, you'll have down years. All you can control is your output and your consistency, and that's what I'm focused on each and every day. As you saw within the title of this video, enterprise software sales, highest paying software sales jobs. A lot of you ask me on LinkedIn, so if you haven't connected with me already, reach out to me on LinkedIn if you have any questions, or you can drop them in the comments. You say, Trent, I like sales. I don't know if it's quite for me. What other positions are there in sales? We're gonna cover those other positions, and then we're gonna cover reasons why you want to get into software sales. So we're gonna do a full circle here. A lot of people get in software sales and oftentimes it's not for them. It's really hard. And the reason why software sales, enterprise software sales in particular, pays so high is because of the complexity of the deal. It can take months to close. There are multiple decision makers. There's a lot on the line, so it's probably going to be really competitive, and you need to be a leader, utilize resources, unite teams, bring everyone together, get the customer excited, sell the vision, and of course build the business value. That's not for everyone, and not everyone can do that. So other alternatives other than being in a revenue producing role is you could be a customer success person. So you work, think of them as account managers almost. You work with the existing customer base to ensure they renew. Renewal rates are incredibly important in subscription businesses that follow the SaaS model, like my company, SaaS, software as a service. You sell a license, you sign my license, I send you a DocuSign, you sign it, I send you a contract, net 30, you have 30 days to pay it. Once you pay it, you have access annually. So think of it, Netflix, you pay on a monthly basis. Imagine paying $150, whatever it is, for an annual subscription. Customer success ensures recurring revenue, which is renewing, which is really important. Another option is a solution strategist. I wouldn't call them tech sales, but these are strategic resources that come in and work larger deals that help demo. They're very technical. They're not actually responsible for a revenue number per se. They are responsible for coming in and increasing the win probability of deals. If you lose all hope and you think, you know what, I don't know what I have to give, then you could join marketing. Marketing is important. It's very critical to have brand recognition to people. When you say whatever company, they think of it. I look at marketing as a lot of paint being thrown on a wall and we'll see what sticks. You hear A/B test marketing, that gets their ears perked up when they hear A/B test. Oh, let me do that. Let me run that. Oftentimes they will share messaging, and I've become conditioned to do the opposite. Marketing doesn't necessarily have a great pulse of what's going on the front lines. There are great marketers out there, and I know that if you're in marketing, this won't make you happy, but I, of course, am biased to software sales. So you could do marketing, customer success, and solution strategy, more so tech sales. And there's, of course, other departments within organizations. And the reason why you want to get into software sales is you are the most important person at the organization. When we look at an organization today, let's say in technology, B2B, whatever you want to call it, SaaS, you have leadership. You have your executive leadership team. They are the most important. You have your CEO, your CFO, your COO, folks that set the vision and strategy of the company. The next most important role is engineering. I'll admit this, engineers, you're incredibly important. The single line of code you write can shape the actions of millions of people. That's incredible power, and engineers are in great demand. Engineers are coders, that's what I mean by that. The next most important role is revenue producing employees, folks that are driving revenue. You and I as salespeople, we are closing deals, and that is more important than any other function. Without sales, you can't have legal. Without sales, you can't have finance. Without sales, you can't have marketing. Without sales, you can't have operation. It all starts with sales. And a couple of reasons why you want to consider software sales is it is the most remote friendly job with the highest upside. Welcome to my office right here. I wake up, I walk 10 feet, and I'm already at the office. As soon as COVID hit, of course, it disrupted the customers and the industries I worked with. It did not disrupt the way in which we do business because we rely on Zoom meetings, virtual. It's very conducive to business, so it's remote friendly, and if you like that, you value that, it will support that as well. The other thing I really like about software sales is it's at the cutting edge of innovation. When we think about the companies that we think Amazon, Microsoft, Google, these companies that are driving the way in which people work, driving the way in which we live, driving the way in which we interact. Why not be there on the ground floor helping take that product that can change the world to market? To me, that's incredibly exciting. You may not be working at one of those companies, but you might as well go work at one of these 10 companies, and you don't necessarily need to sell your soul to make a ton of money. As you look at that, how many professions have a ceiling of $600,000 to $800,000? You can get to that level within 10 to 20 years right out of college. It depends on the quality of your organization. It's incredibly exciting to me. Would love your comments down below. What do you think of this video? What questions do you have? Are you in software sales? Let me know if you are in software sales. Let me know down below. Let me know if you are an SDR, BDR, AE, or perhaps enterprise software sales. And if you're not in software sales, let me know what industry you're in or what you do. Secondly, I'm going on a podcast. By the time this episode airs, it will be later that day. I want you to let me know if you're still watching and you've been supporting me in this channel for a while. I'm thinking about recording the podcast. It's going to be about 45 minutes to an hour. So if you would actually watch that the whole time, because I know that's a lot longer than these videos, let me know in the comments. That feedback would be super helpful. Thanks for watching to this point. Hammer the like button below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.